Well, hello internets, here we are. It's been a while since I vlogged. Probably the better part of 4 months. So, well, here we go. Well, I believe the last time I vlogged probably would have been a few days after my big oral surgery. Well, the oral surgery recovery time went okay. As you can tell, I can talk. Obviously, over 4 months, it better have been okay. The procedure and all that was a very enjoyable-ish, in terms of pulling teeth and being cut into and all that stuff. There was a couple times where whatever they were pulling on had roots to it. But out of the, I forget what there was, 8 or 9 teeth they pulled, they did a really, really good job. And pain was extremely minimal. The recovery time was rather good. There wasn't a lot of downtime per se. The medication they gave me and the instructions they gave me were perfectly good. I am very, very grateful for the person that drove me to the city and back, because without them I'm not quite sure what I would have done then. Well, as you guys seen there, the fall adventure series was an interesting fall. Got to see some sights, got to check a few places off of my list. The person that I was up in that area for had other plans. It's a little frustrating when a person wastes time on somebody based on what they say, just to have them let you down just like many others have. It starts to make a person wonder if they're wasting their time in this whole what do you want to call it, game, auditioning, adventure, or whatever that people seem to play. I am virtually to a point in my life where my stress is greatly reduced when it's just me and my dog. And the stress level increases when I have to be, well, when they want me to be somebody I'm not. And when I be who I am, it's not who they want me to be. And I don't portray to be anything except who I am, and they can't accept me for, well, what you see. And I guess they've read too many novels and too many fantasies to realize what real life actually is. Well, with winter being, well, here, we should have cold temperatures and snow and all that. However, it's been a rather warm winter so far. I don't believe we've had a single day that's been below the -15 mark, and we've had many days that have been in single digits, whether it's been on the plus side or the minus side. I wish I was a little more set up this year to have enjoyed the great outdoors, because this would have been the perfect year to have fall camped well into December. Looking at the weather forecast, it's going to continue on this way through Christmas. So a guy could have filmed some kind of Christmas video in the campground somewhere if he was properly set up. Yeah, I know, I could probably sleep in the truck with the heater going, stuff like that, except I don't do well in confined spaces like a truck. And, I would rather have a little bit of room to move around, especially if I'm going to be enjoying the weekend, It's different to sleep in your vehicle if you have to, but on an enjoyable weekend, you want a little bit of room to move around. Well, over the last couple of months, I've been editing up a little bit of videos for the upcoming bulk drop of uploads here. I've been adjusting well to this room. It is a 9x7 room, big enough for a double bed one way, big enough for the double bed widthways, plus a 5-foot painting bench. So like 9x7-ish. And that's took a lot of adjustment to get used to. Coming from a one-bedroom apartment and basically jamming all of your necessities or essentials, you know, like the painting table, the TV, the office, you know, the big painting supply bench or supply shelf behind me here, microwave, mini fridge, computer, you know, my office, thinning down on everything, getting rid of a lot of stuff. I've put way more stuff than I wanted to in storage, you know, having to pay storage to store stuff that you have no idea if or when you're ever going to use again. Kind of, I don't like to do, but maybe in the spring we'll have more of a clearer direction on how our things are going to go. Right now I've been organizing things, going through boxes, building some organization. When you're in a small space, the only thing left to do is to build upwards toward the ceiling. I thought about building bunk beds, you know, and having a lot more room for activities. However, I've seen how that works out, so I don't think I'll be building bunk beds. I might build shelving around my bed, per se, and have 2 or 3 levels of shelving, but bunk beds or like a loft style bed probably wouldn't be a good idea. You know, that's just a recipe for disaster. What are my plans for the upcoming month or so leading up to Christmas? Well, like I said, if I had it my way, I would be out enjoying the weather, exploring our beautiful province we have in front of us here. But I'll continue probably on my good days doing what I do. Maybe I'll go out to storage if I can and put the old heater on and organize up the storage bin. Get it all squared away. Maybe I'll edit some more content. Maybe I'll be able to finally get to my painting bench and do some paintings, because that's a lot of real estate to take up just to store a bunch of stuff on. And I don't know what I'll do with my paintings because I don't have any wall space to store them. I don't know, maybe I should do what was suggested to me and sit all day in a noisy location at a farmer's market and try to sell some of my older paintings and get a little bit of money for summer activities, per se. I'm not 100% sure if that's a viable option for me. I don't do well with noise, don't do well with crowds and things like that. If the opportunity arises, you know, I may take another couple of road trips in the fall, a little closer to Christmas if the weather holds and all that. Do a winter's adventure series. I am hoping that everything works out for my future. I am doing this change, like I mentioned earlier, with the bigger picture in mind. There could be 10-15 years, if at all, that I can reach what I've come to call my grand vision. But in 5 or so years, I should be able to reach my first step to that vision and be a little more mobile in terms of the ability to enjoy the weather when the weather is nice. I know in the past I've talked about things and try to weigh out options. I know in the past I've been a little bit down when it comes to not being able to make happen what I once was able to make happen. But at the same time, I still have been able to retain some of the things that I once had. I still have air in my lungs and the ability to move on my good days. I still have the ability to get out and enjoy the town, even if it is just a walk in the park or a drive in the country. You know, with the Jayco being down, it does put a little bit of weight on my mind what I'm going to do for upcoming camping seasons, but I've got a bit of a glimmer of hope going on there, and combined with this move, I am hoping to be able to start a new adventure, a new video series, and be able to build my stage one of my dreams, if you want to say, over the next 5 years. But I thought I would do a little bit of a check-in where I've been over the last few months, where I'm going up until New Year's anyway. It is what it is, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching. Maxwell's Vlogs, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.